A months-long CBC News investigation has found that peer-on-peer violence in schools is all too common right across the country. This story is part of our series School Violence, a CBC News investigation into assaults between kids at school. More than a third of students surveyed say they were slapped, punched, kicked, or bitten at least once in elementary or middle school. Slightly more reported the same thing in high school, while boys reported experiencing more physical violence at school. When it came to sexual incidents, it was overwhelmingly girls. More than 1 in 4 girls surveyed say unwanted sexual rumors or messages are shared about them. More than 1 in 4 say they've experienced unwanted sexual touching by another student in school. Now, in the GTA, the number of high school students who say they have been called homophobic slurs stood out as higher than in other parts of the province. Kelda Ewan joins us now with more on this. And Kelda, clearly a big problem here, widespread, but it often goes unreported.
Yeah, very unreported. In fact, nearly half of students who experience violent incidents in school do not report to school officials. Now, our story focuses on homophobic attacks because when it comes to LGBT youth, deciding whether to report an incident is often more complicated. And just a warning, some language you may hear is graphic.
At 20 years old, Jonathan Samuels says he's found his tribe. Here at the Rexdale Community Health Center, he's part of this group of LGBT youth who meet every Tuesday. He's open, confident, but that was not the case when he was a new student in a large Catholic high school in Etobicoke.
They would just be like fag and gay boy and anything under the sun that you can think of.
Samuels is far from alone. According to a groundbreaking national survey of 4,000 youths conducted for CBC News, about 1 in 4 students in high schools in the GTA say they've been called hateful names or been subjected to homophobic or transphobic comments. That's higher than in the rest of Ontario, where it's 1 in 5. Samuels says the taunts made him dread going to school and he began to withdraw.
Just being in the environment of that, it was a lot to deal with.
In Ontario, the Ministry of Education categorizes homophobic comments as violent incidents. But according to our survey, almost half of high school students who were targeted never reported it. Samuels was one of them. He says he understands why many kids don't.
The number one reason being out of fear. They're definitely going to know that you reported it and they're going to come and find you, or they're going to keep on bullying you.
Terrence Rodriguez is the founder of Rex Pride, the organization that hosts this youth group. Rodriguez was born a female, came out when he was 14, and transitioned into a male in adulthood. He says for LGBT students, it can be complicated when it comes to reporting an incident. He says some just don't think anything will be done.
If you have a student saying some homophobic term and the teacher doesn't really respond, then it's like, okay, well, how can I trust that you're going to defend me or take care of me?
And some are afraid of other consequences.
Many of them aren't out of the closet, so who do they tell? What if their parents find out? What if their other classmates find out?
He says his organization is working within the TDSB to train staff and to help set up queer-straight alliances so that more LGBT youth feel supported and comfortable reporting abuse and violence.
If we had all the answers, we would have put them in place already. Part of our issue is that we need to be better at walking into other people's worlds.
As for Samuels, after he left high school, he confronted the kids who taunted him, and they apologized.
I hope that a lot of people can do the same thing and have the same opportunity to kind of come together with people, have an open conversation, and just move forward.
And the survey also found the majority of students surveyed, 8 out of 10, think a perpetrator should be required by the school to apologize to their victim. I spoke to the Toronto District and Toronto Catholic School Boards. They both say that they do offer mediation opportunities, but it depends case by case. It doesn't always work. The two sides, of course, have to be receptive.
And you're going to have another story on this for us tomorrow?
That's right. Tomorrow's story will focus on physical assault. 4 out of 10 high school students in the GTA say they've been a victim of physical assault. But the story will focus on not the victim, but a former bully, why he lashed out and what helped him change. Dwight.
Looking forward to it. Thank you, Kelda.